up, YouTube world? It's Boys Roasted the channel. And, of course, this is Wednesday night, one half of the Wars, because AEW had a show and NXT had an award show.
Yeah.
Hopefully you watched the first video, which was NXT's award show. This is the second one where we are going to cover the hard-hitting facts of AEW. I'm going to tell you what happened. He's going to comment on it. Hopefully you like it. Also, since AEW is resetting their rankings, not their rankings, sorry, they're resetting their records.
Right.
So they're resetting the records. We're going to reset our records.
0-0.
Right now it's going to be 0-0, baby.
Your wrist hurt?
0-0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it hurt really bad.
Yeah, that's what I hurt.
So yeah, we're going to reset our records to 0-0, so nobody's going to win. Nobody's going to win this week either because, like I said, the award show versus the actual show.
If we would have still done that, I still would have picked NXT. Shout out to Gary.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Wow. I was going to say, not this week. This week was some hard-hitting action.
That was good. That was good.
All right, so I'll start us off, because I'm just going to tell us everybody the segments that you have nothing to say.
Do it.
Just chime in when you feel like
Gotcha.
it. Okay? So Wednesday Night Wars, I just said we're restarting at 0. So that's something I kind of want to touch base on. They're going to reset the records.
Yeah.
So everybody's going back to 0-0, but they're not going to reset their career record so far, and they're also not resetting the rankings. So Moxley's still 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so on and so forth.
Okay, well, that makes more sense.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, because at first I didn't like it. I was just, it's not that I didn't like it, because it makes sense to do that, to reset it. But it was just too soon. Like, some people's records, like I think Moxley's was what? 4-0?
Yeah, he was undefeated.
And that was it? Just so you're 4-0, then you just reset back to 0-0. So I just felt like they did too soon, but if they're going to keep... So yeah, we reset the rankings, but not resetting where you are in the rankings.
Yeah, so you're going to stay
resetting the records,
but you're not
resetting the records. Okay, that makes sense.
So the records are getting reset, not the rankings.
So
Moxley's still 2. I can't remember who's 3, 4.
So everything's still the same, but not the same in the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So that's why I kind of like it too. They have to do it.
They have to.
I kind of would have wished they would have gave us a full year, an AEW year. So where they started in November, went all the way to November, and then reset it. Not the new year, which was 2 months into it, and then reset it. Kind of like you said, it kind of seemed too soon.
Right.
But I mean, if you want to start with a clean slate, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, like you said, they're going to keep the actual rankings the same, so that makes it still matters.
Yeah.
Where you were at.
Yeah, it still matters. You're still sitting where you're at now. Like, let's say Jon Moxley loses, he's going to start dropping, and Kenny Omega wins. You know what I'm saying? So the rankings will still go. It's just the records that got reset.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I know that we had a conversation about that. We all were kind of confused.
Hating on it hard. That's stupid.
It was very confusing. Also,
crazy wrestling things.
If you noticed, the camera turned on, and I was here. I didn't have to walk around.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we have a camera guy, the boy, who watched the video, and right now he's dancing behind the camera. So this is going to be distracting while we have a camera guy dancing. Anyway, I want to bring that up just so you know we have a camera guy. He gets $1 video. He's not getting paid. Wow. Child labor laws.
Oh wow.
So when I do my YouTube thing, I make sure to put not for children. So AEW starts with a video package about the Elite losing all the time. They've lost all through 2019. They haven't had the best record. Hangman Page leaves, becomes an alcoholic.
Gosh,
you know, that's kind of what the video package covered. Then we get another match of Cody versus one Darby Allin.
Was this the first match they had? The first time they had AEW on?
No, they had the match. They had that match last time. Darby Allin and Cody had a match on AEW Dynamite.
I was like, was it the first show?
Yeah, this is the first. But that was the first.
So when it premiered, that was the match.
Yep. And so that first match went to a draw.
Yeah.
Cody couldn't put it away, and now Cody wants to get a definitive answer against Darby Allin.
Got it.
Now here's the weird thing: Cody comes out, just so you know, he didn't really watch AEW, so I'm going to break him down. He's going to tell you what he thinks about it, just from me telling you. We're going to see how this works.
Right.
So Cody versus Darby Allin. Cody came out with Arn Anderson. Apparently, Arn Anderson is now the head coach to the Nightmare Family. That is what his title is, and that's what it is stated as.
Okay.
So he's out there with Cody Rhodes.
For the Nightmare Family.
For the Nightmare Family, he's the head coach. So Cody, Brandy, Dustin, the dog, whoever needed to be coached, he's now the coach for them.
Got you.
Okay. which I thought it was weird. It starts with a really quick pin exchange. Cody and Darby Allin just go back and forth. Quick pins everywhere. Looks really good. Cody is getting way better in the ring than he used to be. This match was pretty good.
He's always been good.
He's been good, but he's been iffy. In ring, he's been iffy. Come on.
I disagree.
Cody gets his shoulder hurt and took some just nasty spots. Darby Allin was dropping him on his shoulder. It looks like he could have broke his shoulder at one point. Cody is looking like he wants to take those hard falls a little too hard, though. And it looks like he might kill himself. Him and Darby Allin. One of those two are going to die.
Darby Allin needs to relax a little bit.
Someone's going to die in the ring between those two.
He's so young.
One of those going to be first.
Like, you're taking these crazy, crazy bumps.
Darby Allin kicks out of a nasty crossroads because he does the crossroads, and of course somehow lands directly on his head like a lawn dart.
It always looks good when that happens.
I don't like it.
It looks so devastating. Man. Oh my gosh.
Good match, goes back and forth. Darby Allin goes up for the coffin drop, does it on the outside of the apron. That looked nasty. Gets him back in the ring. He goes back up for the coffin drop, and I guess this is where Arn Anderson's coming into play. Arn Anderson yelled at Cody to put his knees up. Cody put his knees up. Darby Allin into the knees. Cody with a roll-up pin win.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Cody's not a rookie.
No.
Like, he's a veteran.
But if you're losing at a certain point, you got to reset and kind of figure, hey, what can I do to get better? Arn Anderson can help me get better.
I don't like it.
Don't like it?
I don't. Because, dude, he's been wrestling for so long. Come on, bro. Your dad was Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
It's all of a sudden you need help on what to do?
Yeah.
Come on. That just seems so silly. And that's 1, 2. So is Cody just not a part of the Elite no more? Is that it?
He is, but he's not doing anything with them. Like, they're not teaming together. They're not fighting together.
Seems like they're trying to, what's it called?
It seems like they're trying to separate him a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. Cody also has problems with MJF, and, he wanted to finish his thing with Darby Allin. So, he's kind of doing his own thing,
It makes sense. I guess it does.
I mean, everybody does. They're like, we haven't seen JP in like 10 years. He's doing his own thing.
That's true.
He may have his own YouTube channel, very successful. We'd have no idea.
It's the freaking robot channel.
That's what it should be called.
It'd be hilarious.
You should come and go, hey, everybody. I'm JP. I'm a robot. I am super happy right now. Wow, we're so mean. Get a quick promo from SCU. And it's really just going to set up Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels. SCU is talking about their 2020, how they're going to keep the championships. Sammy Guevara comes out, starts talking about how they're great, but Christopher Daniels is trash. You haven't done anything. And Christopher Daniels says, do you want to see what I can do? And it sets up a match next week, Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels.
It's going to be nice.
It should be pretty good, man. But Christopher Daniels is kind of a little ring rust with that botch and...
Yeah, man, he's old, bro.
Jericho's old, too.
Yeah, but he ain't doing... Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but they have different styles.
Then we get a 4-way match for the women's title. After not seeing Rijo for about around, 400 years.
Right.
We get Rijo versus Nyla Rose versus Shida versus Britt Baker. And, of course, they tell you the rankings. So, of course, Rijo's number 1. Britt Baker's number 2. Shida's number 3. Nyla Rose is number 4.
Hey, Nyla Rose is 4?
Yeah, she's still number 4. And she powerbombed Rick Knox like 4 weeks back, killed that guy.
Nice.
And then now she's still back. So, Nyla starts freaking out on everybody, takes the title from Rijo, hits Rijo with it, hits Britt Baker. Sheeta takes her kendo stick and blasts her in the dome piece with it. Like, she straight hit her. She didn't block or nothing. She's all, blink, just hits her over the head. Pretty good match. This is probably one of the best women's matches they had. A lot of action back and forth. Sheeta gets put through a table by Nyla Rose, who jumps from the ring apron to the outside with the swanton or the sitting bomb. Puts her through a table. Nyla Rose did a lot of work in this, so the other ones kind of just circled around working with Nyla Rose. Britt Baker looked like she was about to win off a pinfall from Sheeta. Rijo comes in and rolls up Britt Baker and gets the pin. So Rijo is your champion after not being on TV for about 420 years.
Yeah, they've been making her look strong as hell, bro. She has not lost a single match.
She hasn't. She has not. And
she's lost a tag team match, maybe?
No. And she's 4'2" and 98 pounds.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, she's good.
She's really good, but why wasn't she on TV like the whole month of December?
Dude, it's hard to freaking. They don't do pay-per-views every month, bro. It's hard to get everybody
She's a
on
women's
TV.
champion. Put her in the damn match.
Yeah, but you got to build up the dude. That's what I'm telling you. These rankings, you got to build them up somehow, so that way you. Yeah.
So after the match, we go back to the back room. One of the guys is there. I can't think of his name, and he's interviewing Rijo, and he said, "Hey, great victory. You know, how do you feel about this victory?" And then Dr. Brubaker comes back there, and she's yelling at Rijo about how she's always there. Rijo's never there. Britt Baker's the face of this division. Rijo's done nothing for nobody. You know, I have a dentist practice on the side that I'm doing also on top of wrestling, and I can be here. You can't. What's your excuse? So I don't know if they're trying to turn Britt Baker heel, or if Britt Baker is just fed up of Rijo's non-showing up.
I like Britt Baker.
I do not.
But hey, man, she called her out on the same stuff you were complaining about.
That's true. That's true. She did call her
so
out.
She's a dentist for real?
Yeah, she's a real dentist.
She's married to my guy.
Yeah, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
And we all know that talent is not sexually transmitted.
Dude, we should not. You're so...
Shots, taking a shot.
She's good, yo. She's not even bad.
She's not bad. I'm being goofy.
That was horrid.
Then all of a sudden, we get another weird... So the last couple times, we've even talked about it. Joey Janela's little weird pop-ups and go-aways are just weird. And this one was no different. We see Joey Janela about to talk to somebody, and then all of a sudden he makes a... And Penelope Ford came out of nowhere and hit him in the ding-ding. Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian just walk away. There's no setup for the match. It doesn't even say there's a match next week.
Right.
It's literally just Penelope Ford hitting Joey Janela in the ding-ding and walking away.
Dude, backstage segments are always, like, they never make sense, I feel like.
They're just weird.
Never do. Unless you're literally about to wrestle and there's a backstage segment and you're talking, like, because that's silly.
It's just weird. It's just weird. Like, Joey Janela was literally just about to have an interview. She hits him in the... I know they had a thing or they were together. Now they're not. She's with Kip, but... Why?
But it's even more weird. What? Yeah. It's even more weird because there's no setup to her coming back and them doing a thing. No. It was just like they were separated.
Kip Sabian was teaming with Sean Spears.
Yeah.
And had nothing to do with Joey Janela. I mean, Joey Janela attacked Sean Spears or whatever, but then, I mean, I'm just confused.
Yeah, I don't know. But, hey, man, sorry for your dang-dang.
Then we get another cool video package of the Dark Order, all the stuff they did. They dominated the Elite the 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. They stand tall. Just a quick package of Join the Dark Order. Nothing crazy. Okay. Then, of course, the curtains come down. Everything settles. And the match nobody cares about takes place because it's Trent who takes on Jon Moxley.
So that means everybody cares.
Nobody cares about this match. If you haven't seen it on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, Orange Cassidy interferes. He gets in the ring.
I saw
takes his hands, puts his hands in his pocket. Jon Moxley looks at him, puts his hand in the pocket. Trent, comes over. Trent, not anymore Beretta. Just Trent. Comes over, hits Moxley, almost gets a 1-2-3, does not win.
Yeah, he ain't winning.
They end up going outside. Moxley hits a dirty paradigm shift on the outside. It looks like another spiking killer DDT.
Nice. Very nice.
Gets him in the ring, hits him with another paradigm shift. And, I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty good match.
I believe
it wasn't bad. They put on a good little show. The thing with Orange Cassidy, of course, is anything he does is orange gold.
That was a good one.
Jon Moxley wins via pinfall. I mean, you knew he was going to win. Trent's not going to beat him.
Oh, yeah. There's no way.
I mean, he's undefeated so far. Sammy Guevara then comes out and starts talking to Jon Moxley about joining the Inner Circle. We get a Titantron of Chris Jericho, who apparently bought Jon Moxley a Ford GT.
Nice.
If you know anything about cars, it's $1 million car. I mean, it's all souped up. It's got a license plate that says Mox on it. It's trying to get him in the Inner Circle.
I like this story, by the way.
I like this story, too. And he even brings up, he goes, I know everybody's recruiting right now. He goes, I know we're recruiting. I know the Dark Order's recruiting. I know the Nightmare Circle or whatever Brandy's group is called is recruiting. But they can't give you $1 million car.
This is awesome.
It's so great. Chris Jericho, everything Chris Jericho.
Dude, I love factions. I like how they keep bringing it up.
It's hilarious. So, Jon Moxley gets on the mic, and this pissed everybody off. It kind of irritated me too. But he said, I'm not going to give you my answer until next week when I see you face to face.
I mean, you gotta build it up. Come on, really? Man.
Really.
Have some patience.
You already know what's going to happen. He's going to paradigm shift Chris Jericho and challenge for the title.
Yeah, man, that's what needs to happen.
Calling it right here, right now.
It would be crazy if he joined.
It'd be great if he joined. I might actually almost an inch like him if he joins Chris Jericho. It's only because he's with one of my favorite wrestlers ever.
But yeah, it's a good storyline, though, man.
It's a really good storyline. So Sammy Guevara's in the ring. He stays in the ring. And it keeps doing these, when it cuts to commercial, it shows the picture-in-picture. They got the wrestling on the commercial. So it does it. Sammy Guevara. Like, I still, as a wrestler, he's great. I still hate his facial expressions. But I'm really starting to like this kid. I'm really getting on the train. Because he's standing there, and it goes to the commercial break, and he's got cue cards. And the cue cards say stuff like, Jon Moxley, make sure you give us our answer. And then he says, hey, Victoria Justice's sister, hit me up on the Twitter. It's so, the things he's doing, he's just sitting here, he's just throwing these cards, it's funny. And he's going to fight Dustin Rhodes. So he starts pulling cue cards on how his arm's broken. He's like, oh, maybe I'll break his hand. And it's like a little picture of his hand and his foot. Awesome. Good stuff. Sammy Guevara, he's funny.
I like Sammy Guevara.
He's great. So we get a really, really good match of Sammy Guevara versus Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes. Or Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes. Yes, Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes is amazing.
Dude, he's something special.
It's like the older he gets, he's like fine wine.
Yeah, it's just better.
The older he gets, the better he is.
But was he ever bad? Like, I know he had a goofy gimmick, but...
the gimmick is what hindered his... I mean, he's always had the ability, I guess, but... I mean, to be super old and then get the time to actually wrestle and show what you could do...
Yeah, that just shows you how much WWE is just not in tune with their talent.
Plus the Rhodes family, I mean, except for Brandy. But everyone else is... I hate to say because I love her, but everyone else is amazing.
Of course, the Big Hurt, Jack Hagar comes out, starts distracting Dustin. We get a really nasty Canadian destroyer on the ring apron from... Nope, it's from Dustin Rhodes. He does a damn Canadian destroyer to Sammy Guevara on the outside of the ring apron.
That's awesome.
It's really... If you watch any of the matches from AEW, I'd probably pick this one to watch. Really good match. I mean, there's... This whole card was really, really good. Like, this probably would have been an AEW win one because there was no real botches. There was no mess-ups, even little cuts and stuff here and there. It was really good show, really good match. Of course, we get interference from the Big Hurt. Sammy Guevara picks up the win via roll-up pin.
He finally won.
Finally won one.
That's legit his first win, isn't it?
Well, technically, since the record's reset, his first one. But yeah, I think that's like his... Other than a tag team, that's his first thing.
So he's not last place anymore?
Yeah, probably moved up one.
He moved up one?
Poor Sammy Guevara.
I know, man. But hey, you gotta win.
Yeah, so Sammy Guevara picks up his first technical singles match win in AEW.
Nice.
And he's talented, man.
He's got a lot of talent.
The things he's doing, but his fucking facial expressions.
Still don't like it?
Look at this. This is my face.
Oh.
What?
That's it.
That's his whole range of motion. He's like, if they had a show of JP the Robot and Sammy Guevara doing his facial expressions, it'd be the slowest show in the world. Nobody would ever watch that thing because nobody knows what's going on. Because you couldn't tell the emotions or the feelings coming from either one of those two. Because you'd be like, okay, JP says he's happy, but he's a robot, and Sammy Guevara is trying to show happiness, but it just looks like he has to take a massive dump. What are they doing right now?
Shout out to JP.
Shout out to robots. Everywhere. And of course, we get a video package. Private parties in the back. They're having their private party.
Having a private party.
See what I did there?
I did. Okay, that was good.
Anyway, they're having their private party. Hangman Page, I guess, crashes it. Comes back there, grabs some of their booze, pours a glass. One of the dudes takes it away from him. And Hangman Page like, don't touch my glass. Mm-hmm. He's like, you're just jealous. I could beat both of you up by myself. Oh. Private party's like, no, you couldn't. And we're just worried about you because you're drinking a lot. He said, don't bother with me. Don't worry about me. Walks away.
I like this story.
Now, right there, how would you set that up? You got Hangman Page threatening to beat a private party. Private party says we have an issue with you. How would you set that up?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Would you do it one-on-one? What would you do?
I mean, I wouldn't do 2-on-1 because that makes private party look kind of silly, I guess. But...
I agree. Would you do Kenny Omega and Hangman Page again versus Private Party?
I mean...
Because that's what we're getting!
So they did that match literally after that segment?
No, they didn't do the match, but they set up for next week. It was just basically a setup for the match next week.
So I'm guessing they're going to do something with Hangman Page and Kenny.
I'm assuming Hangman Page is going to turn heel on Kenny.
Yeah, something like that. Which I like what they're, it makes sense. Like everyone really thought he was going to win that title. Yeah. And he hasn't, so he's been going through his thing, and it's good. I like it.
If you want to, excuse me for a second, people. If you want to go, camera guy, you can't. You have to sit there the whole time.
Dang.
Go play whatever you want to do. Thank you.
Dang.
Andy hurt himself. All right. Video's going to continue. Not cutting that out either, so good job.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
I mean,
do that.
If they turn him heel, or even if they just, look, I'm in a bad place right now, I don't want to deal with you, because it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times you and I and JP, we feuded, we fought for a couple months. It happens, friends always, that's what makes you a stronger bond and makes you tighter friends anyways, when you have those
Plus, the
ups and
last
downs.
time they had a tag team match and won, Kenny was kind of like, man, what the heck? Because he
Yeah.
just tagged himself in at the end.
Yeah.
So I see what they're doing.
Which I like. So
Yeah.
the Hangman Page doesn't even have to be a heel.
Nah, but I think that's what they're doing.
Would you make him a heel, or would you just turn him as a, look, I don't want to deal with you guys right now, get away from me, so they start fighting because of that?
I'm okay with that too. That's different than just turning him heel.
Yeah, just turn
I mean,
him
the
heel.
crowd still.
No, the
cheers
crowd's
for
still
him
pulse
when
for him.
Yeah.
So then, of course, we get the great Maxwell, Jacob, Friedman, MJF comes
The
out,
man.
and apparently he's accepting the match with Cody, but there's going to be 3 stipulations.
Okay.
Okay? So he comes out and he says, the first stipulation
Okay.
is, I will give you a match, but it has to be at Revolution, which is their next pay-per-view.
Okay.
It's the only way he'll get that match.
Pay-per-view.
The second is, or technically still part of the first, so this is 1A and 1B, I guess. Cody cannot touch MJF until the match at Revolution.
Okay. I like it.
Okay? Then, Cody has to wrestle and beat Warlord in a match.
Like,
But, not just any match, it's a cage match.
when's that match?
I don't know if it's next week or the week after, but it's sometime before Revolution.
So-
It might be next week.
Finally get to see Warlord.
Just
Wrestle.
without a shirt on, because I just want to see him without a shirt on.
You want to see him without a shirt on?
Yeah, because I mean, if this is a big guy, but he's really fat, what sense does that make?
I thought that in the video he had a shirt on.
No,
He's
he
like
just had
super
get like a
huge.
cut off shirt. I just want to see it. I want to see what this guy looks like.
I just want to see it. Because
And maybe I'm Lars Sullivan. How do you know?
I thought doesn't he have that huge scar on his back?
Nobody caught that. No.
That's horrid.
Anyway.
That's horrible.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get Warlord steel cage match. Possibly, Cody has to beat Warlord in that match.
If I'm being honest, I hope Warlord wins and they keep writing this thing out just a little longer.
I kind of do too.
Because when they
What sense
finally
would it
get in
make
the ring, it's
to
going
let
to be
him?
huge.
But also, what sense would it make to let him go on his first match and then lose?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Well, that, I didn't even think about that, but I agree with you there. I think Warlord should get the dub. But just, dude, people are going to want this so bad.
Yeah,
So just, don't let it happen yet.
yeah. Just keep pushing it off.
Because it seems too early now to me.
Well, also the third stipulation, which this is why I think they're going to keep pushing it off.
I thought that
is-
was the third stipulation.
No, that's the second. Remember, 1A, 1B. Technically, you can't touch him.
Oh.
Then the second is he has to fight Warlord.
Okay.
Warlord. And then the third is MJF demands that he gets to whip Cody Rhodes with his belt. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, but 10 times in the ring as Cody walks around like a dog on all fours and MJF gets to whip it.
Like, they have to do all that first, then they can
Then
have
they
a
can
match?
have a match.
Yeah, Cody's not winning. Why?
I know.
What?
Yeah, well, I don't understand the whipping for 10 times. thing.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
weird.
want to see Cody act like a dog.
And I was going to say, not only...
Stop.
yeah, but that's going to be awkward, bro. Like,
gonna
he's
be
going to sit there and
weird.
just hit him with a belt 10 times?
I don't think that's something the fans are going to want to see.
I don't think I want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
Then
So-
we get a... oh, God, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Just hopefully Warlow wins.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get to the 10-time whipping thing.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
That'd be weird.
That'd be super weird. That's some attitude era stuff.
Yeah, that's some weird.
I don't want to
There's
see
going to be a
that.
Kiss My Ass Club next. What the hell? Then we get a Jungle Boy in the Jurassic Express cutting a promo. And we talk about Finn Balor having the body of an action figure. Jungle Boy has the body of an action figure
A
also.
little action figure.
Like, he is really defined for a little dude.
He's like the G.I. Joe action
He
figure.
is like a It's really ridiculous how he's so defined. I'm looking at him like, good lord,
He's
he is
just really good
defined.
shape. He's just so tiny.
Yeah, he's small. He's very small, but man, he's really defined. But they cut a promo, and now it seems like AEW is giving these other guys a chance to cut promos, to talk, to let them go free. Even if they wrote what Jungle Boy said, Cool. I mean, if that's what has to happen, I mean, because this is what made AEW a lot better for me this week. Like, this show was probably the best show so far.
Okay.
Because it was just so, if you haven't got a chance to see it, go watch it. Drop his phone. If you haven't got a chance to see it, go watch it. Really good show. Like I said, they let people cut promos, they let people talk. It was just good. And Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy said, I just want more this year. I expect to do more. Marco Stunt tried to give a hug to the interviewer, which was hilarious. And then Luchasaurus said his one-liner.
Was he like, oh, dinosaurs are extinct?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like dinosaurs are. So I can't remember.
I believe it.
But it gets, like I said, it's giving other people a shot to talk.
You're going to have to eventually, man.
They're going to have to.
Like, you just can't show someone's personality in the ring all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That and if you don't give anybody a chance to talk, there's no build-up for anything else but Chris Jericho and the Elite.
Plus, they've been losing, like, all the time.
Yeah. And, I mean, even if these people come out, like Sammy Guevara came out, and he was doing all the talking before Chris Jericho got there, the crowd didn't pop. Okay, you understand now. Sammy Guevara is not going to get the pops you want from him. Let him do heel turn. Let him do more heel stuff.
Do stuff to...
Like, not everybody's going to get huge pops when they talk. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
But it's something you have to expect and just go with it. Just let it go, because that's real reaction right there.
Yeah, you can always tell when a crowd is just like, man, now, bro, get out of here. That when someone comes up, they start talking, it's just either dead silent or they start chanting random stuff.
Yeah, but again, even if you're getting the dead silence, it's still reaction.
Yeah, I guess.
It's still something, It's
well,
still
you got to build it somewhere.
Yeah, you have to do something somewhere. So it looks like this episode, they really did that.
That's good.
Because there was really nothing from the Elite other than the main event. Chris Jericho did the one quick thing, but Sammy Guevara brought him there. The Jurassic Express talked, the Dark Order talked. I mean, it was a lot of other people. Then our main event, and this could get match of the night, either that or Sammy Guevara and Dustin, but that one did have an interference, this one did not. The Elite, which is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, taking on Pac and the Lucha Bros.
Oh.
And you already know that match is going to be
sexy.
It was literally, and the thing is, the time was running out, and you could tell the time was running out, because the Lucha Brothers came out, the guy's announcing, and right in the middle of the guy announcing, Pac came out. Which is like, you could tell that they're rushed for time.
Let's hurry up.
Yeah, so he's like, the Lucha Brothers, and now the bastard Pac. So, I mean, they came out.
They always have issues with that, though. Dang.
Yeah, and then again, you could tell, because the Elite came out to the Super Kick Party song, and they all three came together. Last time they did that, they came out to Kenny's song first, and then the Young Bucks came out to their song, and then they all walked to the ring.
Oh.
They didn't do it this time. They always came out kind of quick, did the cannon shot, got the match. But this match never stopped.
Sounds amazing.
It feels like when they are out of time, they work faster and harder.
Yeah.
Because they have to get the match done.
Yeah, they got to get all the spots in.
We get Canadian Destroyers pretty much everywhere. There's a spot where Nick and Matt jump on the outside of the apron. Lucha Bros come at them. They jump back over. Double Canadian Destroyer. Super kicks everywhere. Ray Phoenix puts on a great show. They did a whole one-on-one for like 4 minutes, 3 minutes with Nick and Ray Phoenix again.
Nice.
Those two were just going at it. Amazing. Matt really didn't get in the match very much. He didn't really do that much, which is crazy. And then the match ends with Ray Phoenix, I'm sure, getting murdered. Kenny Omega went for his suplex, and I don't like that Tiger suplex in the first place.
Tiger suplex is nice.
Because it scares me.
But it looks so good.
But I'm pretty sure he dropped Ray Phoenix on his neck, on his head. Like, it looked bad. Like, he's like, oh, and Ray Phoenix just laid there. Ray Phoenix is out. So then he picks up Ray Phoenix, which I don't understand why, but Ray Phoenix takes the One-Winged Angel. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks get the pin, and Ray Phoenix takes the pin. So now you're starting the year with the Elite 1-0 and the Lucha Brothers and Pac 0-1. I mean, in
tag team?
Yeah, tag team match. Or triple threat, whatever it is. Overall rating it's going to be. But for the first time since AEW started, the Elite was standing tall. Cody did come out. This is why I didn't want to do that first little segment. Cody came out with them. They all hit all four corners. They're all standing tall. Hangman Page was out there on commentary. They told Hangman Page to come in. Hangman Page said, no, I'm good, and walked away.
Oh, okay.
So Hangman Page wants nothing to do with them. They're still trying to be friends. But all four of them, for the first time, I think, since AEW started.
Yeah, I was about to say, I haven't seen them all four together.
Yeah, and they were standing tall. They actually stood in victory instead of defeat.
Well, that's cool that Cody came out.
Yeah.
Okay, I like. But I do like the Hangman Page thing, too.
I like the Hangman Page thing a lot, too. I'm glad they're... And then he even said during the... I meant to bring that up, but during the commentary, they showed the private party, and Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus Private Party thing.
Okay.
And Hangman Page was like, "Oh, I guess I'm going to be in that match now."
Oh.
Like he didn't want to be like. It seems like he doesn't want to be in that match. He wants nothing to do with the Elite. Like I said, if they keep the storyline going the way it's going, where Hangman Page isn't really being a heel, he's just being depressed and down on himself, and he just doesn't want to, be brought back up right now. I like that story more than a heel turn.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna get Hangman versus Kenny, but it would be nice, like, for the blowout to be he just continues his thing, and then maybe something crazy happens where it's like the Elite and Inner Circle, and then he comes out and helps the Elite, and it's this big thing. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, because, like you said, I think if they just turn him heel, it's like,
But what if we get a Inner Circle Elite fight? Hangman Page comes out, betrays the Elite, and joins Inner Circle.
That would, dang, I can't say I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that.
Since this is going to be a little shorter video, since we're not doing NXT, or it might even still be a longer video, I'm going to ask you one question, and hopefully you can answer it. What are your expectations for AEW in 2020?
Just more character build-up, I guess, man. That's really the only thing they're missing, because that in-ring action is perfectly fine.
So you're expecting them to give more character build-up, more of a story?
Yeah, just more character build-up. People can get more familiar with people's personas and characters, and what's the word I'm looking for? Just their, how they are besides the ring, in-ring.
Okay.
The personality. That's the word. Just more personality for the wrestlers. Because, like we've talked about this before, Jericho talks, MGF talks, Cody will talk.
Maybe the Young Bucks.
Yeah, here and there, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So just like you said, I want to call them Jurassic Park. Jurassic Express. They're starting to get some, some shine.
SCU got to cut it
off. Yeah, SCU's good. They talk a lot.
Sammy Guevara got to do
Sammy. So hopefully they just continue that, because that's really, I feel like that's the only thing that's legitimately missing.
I totally agree, because you can't have a great show go up against NXT with people you don't have developed, because you guys are still new. It's still fresh. There's a lot of people we don't know. A lot of people don't know that you're throwing out there. And if you're not letting them talk or do any build-up, nobody's going to know who they are. Like, yeah, you're going to understand who they are in the ring, but like you said, you can't connect with them on a personal level, and you can't fall in love with them because you don't know who the hell they are.
Like, I really, really, really like Darby Allin. He's one of my favorite wrestlers on the show, but he doesn't say a word. Really.
I think that's good. It's more of his character.
And I get that, but bro, he doesn't do anything except for the crazy stunts. I just need a little
something.
Bro, I've said this 100 times. NXT knows your weaknesses and your strengths. And if you're not good on the mic, they'll still put you on it, but they just make you keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I'll even just take that. Just even if Darby Allin just says a couple things here and there, boom, and he's done.
And he's in and out.
But at least give me a little bit.
That makes sense.
Because everyone at NXT, they're not good on the mic, but they still give you a chance to say something.
Yeah, at least get you something.
And it's not like this long promo where it's like, oh gosh, hopefully he does a good job on the mic because he's going to be on it for 2 minutes. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just real quick.
Yeah, something short and sweet to the point. I agree. I totally agree with that. So on the flip side, since this is technically Wednesday Night Wars, what are your expectations for NXT? If there's even any.
I don't know, yo.
More story building from them too?
No, their stories are always good. I always like what they do with the wrestlers and what rivalries and stuff like that they put together and their backstories. They do, because we're gonna get Dakota Kai versus Knox.
Yeah, Knox.
Right. We already got all that backstory, so when it finally happens, that's gonna be nice. Mm-hmm. Finn Balor and Gargano, they've already set that up way over here.
Yeah.
Now we're going into a new year, and eventually that'll come up. It's already happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
But we got their builds. And AEW kind of does that, but there's just not much talking. There's just not that much for everybody. Where NXT's they're only a 2-hour show. But they still get off what they need to get off to keep the fans invested.
Well, it's still also about NXT is they don't showcase everybody every week.
Exactly.
Where AEW keep throwing and I don't mind it, but they keep putting the Young Bucks on almost every show, and Kenny Omega's on every show. I mean, they are the staple of the.
But they're
the
like
show.
always main eventing.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same point, there's got to be a point where you're like, you're off the show this whole week.
NXT does a good job too of showcasing the women in main eventing too. I don't know if we've had a women main event.
No, this Fatal 4-Way that we saw was, like I said, was probably the best women's match so far for AEW, but it didn't main event.
Well, I'm just saying NXT, because they don't showcase everyone all the time, you'll get a women's main event here and there. You'll get a bunch of different things where, like you said, it does seem like look, that's fine because I'm a huge fan. I think they're the greatest tag team of all time, probably. Well, top 5. But like, we do get them in the main event a lot. We get Kenny in the main event a lot. Mm-hmm. So, just switch it up a little bit.
Do you have any final comments?
Not to say NXT is perfect, because they're not.
No, they have their issues.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about them that I'm just like, there's just not too many flaws there for me. But
see, to me, NXT, like you said, it builds a great story, but they're also the same. They don't have any promos. There's really not great promos over in NXT. I think the last one I can even remember is just Finn Balor, and that was like 1 or 2 that he did.
It's hard to have great promos that are not given a lot of time, but like I said, I'd rather take just a really quick promo than nothing at all. No, so that's all I think of it. But you could build off it. But NXT, they also do a good job of, like, when they have their takeovers and it's the end of a rivalry, it always just ends with a bang.
Yeah, it ends crazy.
It always ends so good. Whether it's the person I want to win or not, it's always so good.
And then also, I think NXT definitely wins on the commentary side because they help a lot build up the rivalries or reminding you what happened the week previous. Like, they always do an excellent job of setting everything up and putting it to your brain. Oh, that's right, this did happen. Or, maybe Tegan Nox didn't talk to Dakota Kai, but we know what happened, and they're going to bring it up, and they're going to talk about it. So their commentary is way above AEW's commentary, and I think that's helping build the storylines, too.
Yeah. Oh, I want a mid-card champ for AEW.
Oh, yeah. That'd be my probably biggest expectation right now.
Because it doesn't look like... I really thought at first that reign was going to be like their mid-card title. It doesn't look like that's what they're doing.
It's literally just like a trophy or something.
Yeah. So they need a mid-card title.
And here's what I'm going to suggest, AEW. I know you never watched this channel. If you did, cool. But the television title, man.
Gosh.
Because you have the U.S. title. We have the North American title, Universal, World... Don't make it an AEW Intercontinental title. Yeah. Make it something that separates you from the AEW TV title, AEW Internet Champion, something, AEW Social Media Champion, who knows, but something that sets you apart from everybody else.
But you know what, though? They might not do the television title no more because NWA brought theirs back.
I saw that.
So, but like I said, even if we have what was I calling that one hardcore title before?
The hardcore title?
I was calling it something else.
24/7?
No. Dang it. What
$1 million championship?
No. Remember, I was like, AEW likes to have hardcore matches, so give them...
the dark match title or whatever it was? Or
what was it called?
Lights Out or something
like that? Yeah, the Lights Out title.
Something like that.
Something like that. Just give us something.
The Unsanctioned title?
There's so many wrestlers, And, like, I just don't... It doesn't make sense to me to have all these rankings just for one title.
Yeah, one title. I agree. Because if you're 1 and 2, then that should be world title. But if you're 3 and 4, why don't you have something else you're going for? Like,
and just separate it from that. Like, if you're in the top 5, then you're up for this award, and then maybe the middle of the pack is up for the mid-card title, then you can still move up.
Yeah, you can still move up.
So, but...
And eventually a champion versus champion match, like, who knows?
Still want to see it all, man.
Who knows?
But I'm excited. It's going to be a good year. New Japan Wrestle Kingdom's coming up.
And these videos are going to be cranking out. And I would like to do a review on Wrestle Kingdom, so if we're not dead tired, we should definitely do that.
Yeah, we'll have to do it like the next day we watch it, because, whoo, man, those are like 10 hours long.
400 years long.
Sheesh.
It's amazing. Nobody complains about how long those are, but everybody complains about WrestleMania.
That's true.
But also,
WrestleMania is long.
But Wrestle Kingdom's also 2 days. They separate it. You got day 1, then you got day 2.
Gosh, that's so long.
Any final comments, any final words, anything to say before we get off this?
Yeah, man, I'm still going to give NXT the nod.
Wow!
I'm just joking.
Yes!
No, man, apparently it was a really good show.
It was a great show. This probably, like I said, was their best show so far. I think this was their best show, and it made sense. There was a lot of good build-up, a lot, like I said, more talking from other people you don't get to see. The matches were just on point, clean and crisp. There was no botches. It was really good, so if you get a chance, go watch it. And, of course, like always, follow us at Instagram, Roasted9809. The Facebook, Roasted9809. The Twitter, can you guess what it is on Twitter?
It's Roasted 9809.
How? Look at that. He already knows. Make sure you're following those. We're posting pictures. We're doing big things. We're telling you future videos. And already my camera got...
It's gone. That's it. You got to get up and go do it.
So I got to turn it off. So like always, you get to see his ugly face. Maybe he'll actually do something to keep you entertained this time.
I'm just going to chill.
You know, you're going to talk about nothing? Not even Lars Sullivan?
I don't want to talk about that.
2 times. Peace. A lot of bloopers today, but that's what happens when you have a young camera guy who can't keep it straight. Oh, no, I fucked up. Fucked up because I don't take a picture of my notes. I need my notes. You know? I need my fucking shitty floating around.
I can't even
Not
see you.
yet.
Low.
Okay, whenever you're ready, man.
Yes.
Oh, found it.
Did you say you can't push the record button and then say you're on? Okay, point it. So that means we are live right now.
Oh, we live.
What up, YouTube world? It's your boys, Roasted Channel. And of course, if you...
Sorry.
Cut that one. That's a blooper.